Lori Partridge, 17, was last seen in Spokane after she left her high school around 12:30 p.m. on December 4th, 1974 because she was experiencing severe cramps. She wasn't able to find a ride home, so she decided to walk the 2 miles to her home and was last seen walking south on Havana Street near 37th Avenue. Witnesses say they saw a green Ford Pinto station wagon in the area at the time that looked like it was following her. Lori never made it home, and she has never been seen or heard from again, and her little sister Taryn is still fighting to bring her home. Her case remains unsolved. We are in our 29th week, and we are still in Washington. In December of 1974, Lori was engaged to her 20-year-old boyfriend and planning to select an engagement ring the day of her disappearance. She worked at her high school newspaper and was on the school drill team. Lori was the oldest of 5 siblings, and they had just moved from California to Spokane a few months before she vanished, and she always said she would like to go back to California. On December 4th, 1974, Lori was suffering from severe menstrual cramps and wanted to go home. She first attempted to find a ride, but when she wasn't able to, she decided to walk home. Witnesses reported seeing her walking south on Havana Street near 37th Avenue. And there were reports from other witnesses that said there was a green Ford Pinto station wagon in the area that looked like it could be possibly following Lori. When Lori didn't arrive home and didn't show up for her job at the local movie theater, that's when her father knew something was wrong. He took her siblings and they went out and looked for her. When her father couldn't locate her, her parents reported her missing right away. Initially, investigators believed Lori was most likely a runaway because she had just moved from Spokane and had told friends and family that she wanted to be back in California. Lori's family said it did take time for law enforcement to take her case seriously. She hadn't taken any of her belongings and she was recently engaged. She had a family she adored, and her family knew that she was most likely abducted or murdered because she wouldn't have just walked away from her life. Lori's dad had just purchased her tickets to the Beach Boys concert, so investigators decided that they would head over to the concert to see if Lori arrived. There was no sight of Lori at the concert. They later determined that Lori's tickets were used at the concert, but they were not able to identify who had used them. Investigators were able to find contents of Lori's purse in the area. She was last seen 2 days before her disappearance, and those Beach Boys tickets were likely in her purse. Taryn said that the green Ford Pinto station wagon had California plates and had been following her in the days before her disappearance, and she believes that this was most likely her ex-boyfriend who was still living in California at the time. Taryn said that Lori's relationship did not end amicably with this ex and that he wasn't a nice guy. She said that this guy had the attitude of, if I can't have you, nobody can, and she remembers that he drove a bluish-green car like that. Taryn has reached out to the ex-boyfriend to try to get information about where he was